The Thing. The Human Torch. Invisible Woman. Mr. Fantastic.
Take it to him, team.
Team, this next mission takes you to Mephisto's realm. It's an alternate dimension that's filled with fire and brimstone.
Ah, why can't we ever be sent to an alternate dimension filled with lonely supermodels?
Because we're going to save Nightcrawler. You got a problem with that?
No, sorry. I'll just be quiet now.
Best news I heard all day.
Why is Nightcrawler in Mephisto's realm?
Dr. Doom somehow forced him to teleport a group of them to that dimension.
How is that possible? Nightcrawler's abilities were never that strong.
They used a device known as a mutant amplifier. It magnified his powers far beyond the norm.
What's this
You've arrived in
In your face, bad guy.
Wolverine, the Human Torch, Blade, Deadpool. The Human Torch.
Hey, let's go punch somebody.
Show me one person who's gonna be grateful that you killed them. Like, oh, I'm glad you killed mom and dad so we could have more resources. You guys, I had myself on mute before I was talking about Thanos' plan and trying to conserve resources, and I'm trying to get to the logic of it all. Now, blast, hit him in the jawline. No, I had the same problem with this one lady, Jake. She was like, I don't know how I knew her, but she messaged me on Skype. That's what it was, and she was like, we need to make sure that our grandkids and great grandkids have resources. Like she was like, we're going through, we're going through bio, like fuel. We're going through we're getting through, what are we getting through? Crude oil too fast. You know, the stuff that makes the gasoline, and gasoline makes the cars turn and stuff. She was like, we need to make sure that our grandkids, great grandkids, and 5 generations later have more than enough. And did you know? She was like, did you know we could put more back into the system? I was like, what? She was like, well, the way it works is fossil fuel produces the things that our kids need to run our cars and stuff. And if we want our children to have more, our bodies give out way more fossil fuel than, say, because she was trying to say it this way too. She was like, what they do with aborted children, they try to turn them into fossil fuel, so they just have so they have some kind of purpose. I was like, that's stupid.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what she's trying to. I mean, I get it. Like, I'm not for abortion, but at the same time, I'm like, even if they did do that,
Yeah, but they use some kind of surgery, huh? They do
right?
that.
Anyways, the thing is, like, so moms don't want the kid, so they'll abort the child. So they'll just take the dead baby and they do stuff so that it becomes eventually fossil fuel. And so this girl, she was coming to me and she was like, well, there's a better solution. She was like, what if instead of aborting children, we'll just send them to adoptions? But because what happened is we provide more fossil fuel than infants do. I'm like, because we have more mass. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me. But she was like, yeah, so in order for that to happen, we have to die and give up our lives so that they could have more fossil fuel in the future. And I was like, you got any people on board with this? She was like, yeah, I got a lot of people on board to go with this idea. I was like, yeah, so what all do we got to do? I was like, what all do we got to do? She was like, well, you just got to, before you go, just say that you're donating your body to some kind of institution so that they could take it and let it become, put it into a pool or whatever, and then over time it becomes fossil fuel. And then so that we put more back into the well, as it were. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I was like, I'm behind that. I'm okay with that. So in other words, we don't really have to spend money on a casket or anything like that. She was like, no, you don't do that. You just tell them so that once you're on the table, then they transfer you to some place and then you become fossil fuel later. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I'm like, where do I sign up? She was like, you're involved? I'm like, yeah. One, I'm like, I don't mind saving the kids too. I like making sure they have fossil fuel too. And then she was like, so do you think we get a commitment out of you by the end of the week? No. Yeah, you'll get a commitment out of me. But now, like, by commitment, do you think my body's going to be turning to fossil fuel by the end of the week? She was like, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, do you think you can do it by today or tomorrow? I was like, this is the weirdest pitch I ever heard in my life. I said, hold on a minute. You mean you want us to start this fossil fuel process right now? She was like, yeah. Oh, I was like, we're going to do it together? She was like, I'll do it. I'm willing to do it. And I said, that's great, because I'm a follower. Trust me. Trust me, I'm a follower, and I'm willing to do it, and I'm going to do this, what you're saying. I'll be right behind you as you start the process. I'm gonna join you, lady. And she was adamant about this too. So I don't know if she did or not, Jay, but I'll be right behind her. I don't know if she started the process or not, but I'm not saying she did it or she didn't or do it or it's gonna get done or whatever. All I know is I'll be right behind her. I mean, it just takes me about 20, 30 years for me to turn this body into fossil fuel again. What movie do you think we should watch today?
I'll watch part 2 of the
Yeah, we might as well, huh? You know, I like movies that has a I like movies that has a flow. What I mean by that is, you know, you have a part 2 that keeps the story going. That's clearly like, okay, Star Wars, I would say, did a pretty good job of this idea, right? You seen the Star Wars movie, and then you see the Empire Strikes Back, which is the like I don't know how else to put it. Like your the story isn't simply going. It's you know it's like the next chapter to the book, right? So you know, and I guess that's the way you're supposed to see those movies from Star Wars. Like the first, even though it's the what is it? Well, it's called Star Wars.
Luke Cage.
Yeah, thank you. I like them too.
Wolverine.
The real McCoy. Welcome to this.
Who's that? Follower?
Mm-hmm. You just we're playing this for a minute. It's not in the game. We're playing this on Xbox. It's not in the store, but because I bought it before they took it off the store. Oh, you're absolutely right. I certainly hope so.
What?
The rumor is that it's going to be hitting the Game Pass because this is an Activision game, and I was like, you know what? You just click that in, and it only makes sense. It only makes sense, and I hope they do. Look, it's not so much that I want this game to come back, and I do. I want this game to come back with internet connectivity. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired of all the. I'm tired of all the. Look, I like backwards compatible as much as the next man, but you know when we were playing it back then, we were playing it with friends. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Hey, what's your favorite? Okay? If you got Xbox, Mr. McCoy, and what was your game that got what's the word I'm looking for? That got backwards compatibility?
Yeah.
Because that was a game you played way back when. I could tell you a game that my brother wants to come back, but they haven't brought it back yet. But I'm like, if they do bring it back, they're just going to destroy it like the rest of the titles. So, oh yeah, okay, that's fair. No, that's good. But look, even if they did that, let's say Microsoft did this. Yeah, you got to put it in there. I think.
When you press, there you go. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I knew that. I was just messing around.
It is. I think the only place you can really find this game. Like really, all these games, even though it's not in the store, it's still on the servers. So, either I know for sure a lot of them are on Microsoft. I'm pretty sure it's on Sony's as well. And so what you do is you just buy the game. You got to buy the physical disc, and then download it that way. Ooh, what's this one? Blade.
That's how that movie starts off with him saying this.
You know what? I haven't found it, but there's supposed to be a Marvel Ultimate Alliance Gold Edition. I just found out thanks to Twitch. I never knew this before. Yeah, and do thank you for the follow. They had this Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Like sometimes I don't do it, and I didn't know that they had a third one. To be honest. So have you played Marvel's? Do you play Marvel Rivals? I really enjoyed that game. Ooh, good kill.
I gotta keep respawning, so I just gotta keep going. Unless I want to level up.
Oh yeah, we're seeing like for this one, we're seeing a couple of characters they seem to have added. This isn't a gold edition, but we've seen a couple of characters that they added that I know that they didn't have before. I can't even remember what they are now. To be honest, we have to go.
I know it's Venom.
Venom, yeah, Venom was one of them. That was not there for the beginning. But yeah, oh yeah, Juggernaut would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they didn't add Venom into the second one. Second game. Right.
And I remember Miss Marvel not even being there, and then playing it again on Steam after so many years. Then they put Miss Marvel on there as a DLC or as a normal character now, which was okay, which was cool. Speaking of which, I call Captain Marvel Miss Marvel to this day. I'm talking about the one that's played by Brie Larson. I'm not talking about the girl from India or whatever she's from. That's not against it. Just, I mean, I didn't know that they had to go through various iterations, and I guess they're trying to do some inclusions and stuff, which is fair. But I always called Miss Marvel since the 90s. But there we go. Oh. There we go. Kill him. A demon leper. If I'm not mistaken, I know you get to unlock, what's his name though?
Oh, Silver Surfer, I believe.
Yeah, Silver Surfer's one of them. And I was going to say,
Punisher too.
oh no, I was going to say that. I was going to say the Rider guy.
Oh yeah, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, he's out here.
He's one of the ones you got to unlock still. Apparently, we're not supposed to call them mutants.
What's the?
I don't know anymore. We're not supposed to call these characters mutants. We're supposed to call them
Metahumans?
I don't know what's supposed to call them. But we've been calling them mutants since the 60s. Oh, for 30 some odd years. Like, who would you be offending when you think about, like, you're not supposed to call people certain names. Like, you're not supposed to use certain words to reference certain classes of people or whatever. But then I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fair. You know, you don't want to just like we used to have like we had a friend from, I couldn't tell you where he's from, like Sudan or something like that, and we used to call him Habib. You know, that character from from Simpsons.
Oh, Abu.
Yeah, but we just called him Habib. Even though like for everybody else it'd be offensive. You know what I mean? Like calling somebody else Habib would be very offensive to somebody else. And I get that part, but like calling these characters, like, you're gonna sit there and tell me Wolverine came off this page and said, I'm offended you guys are calling me a mutant, or Jean Grey, or like something like that, where they like wrote back off the page and be like, yeah, I don't identify myself as a mutant, I'm really a special human being.
Hey Blade, what do you think of my new
I don't
place?
care.
The winters are mild, but
I've been calling them mutants all my life. Why were you supposed to use the word mutants?
there is no denying it, Blade. You're a sharp one. A real cut above the rest.
What have you done with Storm?
Nothing horrible.
At least not yet.
But once I'm finished with you, I'll have some time to get creative.
Think again. Need more power for that.
Is that Storm?
Yeah.
Need more power for that.
Now, what you don't know, I don't know if you knew this, in the comic books. Oh, that's nice.
Need more power for that.
Oh, they canceled plans for the new Blade too, I think.
Oh,
From what I heard, that could be wrong information too. I don't think I always believe the internet.
well, the internet's never wrong. No, but in the comic books,
This is really not the
Storm is married to
Lead the way.
Black Panther. Because she's from Africa, he's from Africa. And really, you know, Wakanda's really the only, like, one of the very few locations that's made up. Marvel was very adamant about using real locations. And I remember people who, when Black Panther came out, they were making trips to Africa to go see it. To go see the real Wakanda?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of I noticed this. Look, I said this too, and you know, you know how I do my conversations with the AI. I was having a conversation with her, and I was like, it's not that far of a stretch since both DC and Marvel do this multi-universe concept, because this is how they try to change reality, right? That's why if you could read 20 different books on, let's say, Wolverine, then you have to say to yourself, because my sister and I, we do this, they do this for Batman, any character, you have to say to yourself, okay, they're not on Earth 2. Like, I grew up on Earth 2 Batman. Yeah, I grew up on Earth 3 Wolverine, whatever that is. So the 90s X-Men was like a Earth 17 or whatever the case is. I don't know. But you number them off, and that's how you do it, right? And I said to the AI, I was like, it wouldn't be that far-fetched if all of a sudden, with all of these universes cropping up, Wolverine accidentally ran into Batman. I don't know, the universe is already, yeah, they did. You know what they did? They did dumb down all these live action stuff. And, you notice the thing with, like, for instance, my boy Superman, you know what they did with him? He gets beat up too much. There used to be a time where my Superman could take a hit. There used to be a time where he could take a bullet, but bullets are now knocking him back. You know what I mean? I'm like, hold on a minute. I was like, wait a minute, this ain't my Superman. They should do that. Yeah, they should do that, like the comic versus, I'm sorry, the Wolverine versus the Hulk stuff. Like, back in the 90s, late 90s, when the internet was starting to get some legs, there's this guy that, there's this website. I could probably build it. I could probably build an app that you gotta put out a few credentials too, like the Wolverine versus the Incredible Hulk. Here are their stats, right? And then if they were to go at it, who would win the fight and why, kind of thing. I could probably build that app, that calculator. Yeah, you know what? DC is really, they're slow on the, they keep on changing. They went through about 5 Batmans in the last 2 years. You notice that? Right? And then it wouldn't be so much, it wouldn't be so bad, but every Batman movie has to have an origin story. Like, we don't know how he became Batman already. Like, we didn't know that his parents died. Yeah, he did. He almost, Jensen Ackles, he almost did become Batman. Yeah, I agree. Now I noticed like I watched the Smallville and like there's a part where they hint at there's a part where they're like if you in Smallville season 6, I can tell you this episode, I don't remember, it's either 6, 7, or 8 where it's called The Justice, and he clearly I call it the first Justice League movie because and it's 45 minutes. It would have been a perfect 4-parter because it had everything, because he had the Superman that's not Superman, he got the Aquaman that's not Aquaman, Flash that's not Flash, Cyborg, Green Arrow, all in there, right? So you got all these characters, and of course you still have your the Watchtower, and at the end of that episode, the guy that played Justin Hartley, he's like, yeah, we're gonna go see about talking to a guy in Gotham to see if he can join the team. And like I don't know how many people picked that up, but I was like, boy, that would tear the show up.
There goes Ghost Rider. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there he is. Oh yeah, you gotta free him. I mean, I get it though. Like you gotta have, and this is where Warner Brothers messed up because don't you think if you had a Bruce Wayne on everyday TV, the last live action TV Batman was what?
Adam West.
Adam West. Right? And that was comical, and people would have thought like, well, it's just going to be like Adam West, or is this going to be a for real thing? Well, you knew it was going to take the life of the same kind of series, whatever Smallville was. They tried to do Aquaman, but that didn't work. And also played by Justin Hartley. But then I went back and watched it. I was like, why didn't this work again? I'm like, this would have worked. I would have watched it.
They had Batgirl.
They did do Batgirl eventually, but I was like, oh.
I don't know what I was looking for down there.
Yeah, you let's see how fast it recovers.
Oh, there he is too.
Huh, how'd he come back?
Yeah, he got sliced up.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But I was like, why don't these, like, I don't know what these executives be thinking, man. Like, don't they realize one of the things that worked really well for Disney or Marvel really is the fact that they were willing to do a soap opera of hero movies that whether you liked it or not, they're willing to do it, and they gambled big for it, and it paid off. A lot of people love this cinematic universe, and I'm like, come on, DC, it's your turn. You know what I mean? I want to see my heroes, you know, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, all those guys be part of the universe. Because, you know, first of all, you get some people that's die-hard Marvel. The other side is always die-hard DC. And they'll tell you why, and both sides will tell you why Marvel is better than DC, and DC would tell you why it's better than Marvel. In terms of the characters and stuff like that. Like, you know, Batman will whoop Spider-Man or something. I don't know. So you get these, you know, you get the DC versus Marvel debates, like characters, you know, like that. And I'm like, I enjoy superhero movies just by default. The way I see it is, I see it like you do mythology. Like, you got the Norse mythology, you got the Egyptian mythology, you got the Greek mythology, you got the Hindu mythology. I'm not seeing to see who's better than who or whatever. If you're coming out with the movie, I'm like, man, this is a good storytelling. I'm not here to do this so-and-so's better than so-and-so business. For one, you know why? Because I don't like doing subjective arguments. Because some people are too solidified on their opinions that they consider it fact, but not realize that it's just an opinion. You know what I mean? And that's like, I don't talk to you. Like, because the question could be this. The question could be this. You mean the one that's in production? I would like to see it. What do you think about the new Fantastic Four that should be coming?
Yeah, I mean,
I'd watch it.
yeah, I'd watch it.
I didn't.
I still didn't watch the last one. Did you watch the one with Michael B. Jordan?
No, I didn't see that one. Usually I watch them. But here's what does it for me. Okay, what I don't do is. Let's see. What I don't do is this. Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I'm good with that. What I'm getting at is this: you have to have people that you can pass the torch to, as it were. Right? Like, for an example, like Robert Downey Jr. can't be Iron Man forever. One of two things could happen, though. Now that we introduce the multiverse, we could find somebody else to play Iron Man and take his place. Now, I know a lot of people ain't gonna accept that, but I was like, you gotta live in this thing called reality, that people is not gonna be 22 forever. He was playing Iron Man since he was 13 years old. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, but Robert Downey's gonna be I get it. But he can't play, you know, here he is, you know, at 92, they still want him to play Iron Man and do all those stunts. Look, you can't have him do that. You know what I'm talking about? Like you could do this with, you could be like, George Clooney's my Batman, fine. But good luck trying to get him to put that costume back on. You know what I mean? He's up there in the 70s. I'm like, I don't care who you think it is. I'm still going to watch the Batman movie. Well, I don't watch movies if they do the like. The only reason why I was able to take in the Tom Holland Spider-Man as an okay Tom Holland Spider-Man was because they didn't waste time on the origin story of him, like how he became Spider-Man. They went right into the action. I was like, man, this is what I'm talking about. We have Tobey Maguire's version already. Then they had the Garfield guy version, and they start off with the origin story with him too. I was like, that's the reason why I didn't watch him. I never seen that guy. You know what I mean? Because I don't want the origin. We already figured it out because of Tobey Maguire. Like, if you don't know how he became Spider-Man, go watch his movie, then come back to this one. You know what I mean? Keep the story going. We got to look. The way I say it is this. Look, if we could have 20 James Bonds, you know what? Because, you know, you're going to have people that's going to be like, well, you know, Sean Connery's my James Bond. Good luck. He's not going to put on another James Bond outfit ever again. I could hear somebody say, yeah, Zeus, you don't know that because he can still reprise his role. Yeah, with all these reboots they do, he can still put that suit back on. No, he can't. Trust me on this one. Hey, he can't do it. Well, I guess he probably can. We gotta digitize him.
That's how he did. What's the name for Batman Up?
Yeah. You can digitize him. That's nonsense.
I don't even go through the doors as him.
Yeah, me neither. As him or as Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Yeah, why doesn't Deadpool do the teleportation in the movie? And the only reason why I can think of this, the only reason why I can think he don't do the teleportation, so I gotta say, okay, so he's from a different Earth where he's still Deadpool, but he doesn't teleport. One, there's that. But we're talking about we gotta save costs. And it costs money for him to teleport from one side of the map to the other.
Glad you could finally make it. I was beginning to wonder if you were ever gonna get here. No, you're the one who made the big mistake.
Mr. Scorpion. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, who is he slicing at? He wasn't nowhere near it.
Good.
I do that too. I do that too until it says I can't do it no more. You know what I mean? Like, why stop? He's stuck.
He's almost dead now.
He's almost dead.
It's almost like we got it on easy. Well,
Yeah, that magic spoon is promoting my channel. Magic Spoon is a cereal company.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and
It's like protein cereal, right?
yeah, I found out they do cereal bars now.
I did try it once. I guess it was alright.
Oh, it was delicious.
What flavor do you get? Good stuff. The best of I ever had.
Yeah, we weren't serious a minute ago. We were just putting it out there.
I mean, that's what's. No, nobody would say that.
Yeah, no, it's not all that bad. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? That was pretty cool. I would like to be able to find me a, you know what? Sometimes if you made individual games with these characters, I would like to play a good Nightcrawler game. Or a standalone Deadpool game, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I think, well, they had the Deadpool one, but I played only a little bit of it. Because it was towards the end of like the PS3 era. Or Xbox 360 era. Yeah. It almost played like this one too.
Anyways, I'll be right back. Yes, you keep the guest company. Water.
Oh, the game just crashed. It just crashed on me. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it just crashed on me for some reason.
Did it?
Yeah.
What crash? The whole Xbox? Really?
No, just the game.
Oh.
I don't know what happened there.
They're still streaming.
Yeah. Same one.
Seems like it's still going. Yeah, there we go. Canva just went up a few dollars.
People's getting off of it, basically.
Got it.
Oh, that was somebody else. There he goes. What?
See you around.
Sucker. So which one am I paying for then? Oh. Is it over here? It's over here, over here.
What are we almost like?
Got it.
There it is. That's the one. That's the one I'm paying for.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what this does.
I know, just trust me, it's gonna work.
We already got Nightcrawler.
Stay back. Do not unlock this door. Nightcrawler's cage would fall. I refuse to be the cause of his death. He's a good man, and he deserves to live.
Right. Will do.
Nine, do not open this door. It will cause Jean's cage to fall. Please, if you have any mercy in your heart, do not do it.
Kurt! No! Kurt! I can't believe it. Kurt's dead.
Don't blame me. It was an impossible choice. Come on. I've got a score to settle with this time.
Nice.
Professor, maybe you don't realize it, but Kurt just died.
And that is precisely why you are to return to your present state.
But Professor, don't you... Very well. If you say so.
Now is not the time for remorse. Make Kurt's death mean something. Stop the Masters of Evil before any more lives are lost.
Now you feel the pain of the ultimate loss. And no doubt, you seek revenge. Come then, and face me. I will show you an entirely new world of pain when I rip your astral spirit from your body.
Oh, this McDonald's ad. Boost your deck. You know, I'm gonna say something controversial. I'm gonna say something controversial about that Michael Jackson story. About you know how they were talking about how he slept with kids and stuff. You know, that's one of the things that was controversial about him. Now, I'm not going to say he didn't, but here's what I am going to say though. What I'm trying to get at is this. I don't think he molested kids. Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they were trying to say. And but and here's the reason why. Because if you had a kid that was staying over, but that because the other reason why I'm saying that is why would some say it and some don't? You know what I mean? Like, that isn't, you know, like I'm bringing up something else controversial in there with let's say you know, the Bill Cosby scenario. Like, but I don't think people knew this, that he stayed at the Bunny Mansion a lot. You know, the Hugh Hefner's Bunny's Mansion thing, you know.
Yeah.
What goes on over there? And then he said he does these to the women. Now he does go on record. Oh, goodness.
I thought that was.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna make it over. I just be taking chances.
But anyways, I'm gonna say it this way. Look, children's vocabulary at the age of 2 or 3 or 4 isn't in an adult format. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if we said, okay, so biblically speaking, they said they would say stuff like, and they knew each other, right? That simply means that they did the action. That's just a soft way of saying it. But if I say, yeah, I knew pick a person. I knew Pat Sajak. Not in the biblical sense. You know what I mean? Like, we're not saying that. We don't do it like that no more. You know what I mean? Like, I know Michael Jordan. We used to, like, look, because like we were just talking about the Marvels and stuff. Like, I don't know if you remember eating at any of the Ruffalo restaurants, but they're around, especially in Kenosha, where you would find them, right? But like, I can say, oh yeah, like yeah, I know. I may not know Mark Ruffalo, but I know the Ruffalos, but not like the biblical knowledge of them. You know what I mean? So when these kids are saying like, oh yeah, I slept with Michael Jackson, we know what it would mean if a girl or a guy said, yeah, we slept together.
Yeah.
We knew what they were saying. But when a kid is saying that, that's kind of like, because that would put everybody else on blast too. Like if somebody said, I slept at my uncle's house. Slept in my uncle's bed, etc., whatever. Are we going to sit now? Not saying that they don't, but I'm just saying, are we going to assume that every uncle is doing this? No. We understand that they don't have that knowledge. 3 years old, sleeping still means sleeping. You know what I mean? Like, so if you get mama thinking that, oh, and I'm convinced what it really was is you gotta be, you have to assume that by your child saying that you can think to yourself, oh, I could get paid for this because he's got money. But I'm like, hold on a minute. And here's something else for you to note too. How come none of the children are still talking about it today? Wouldn't they have grown up and talked about like what happened? I mean, they're not.
They're probably your age by now, huh?
Yeah, they're probably our age, really. And like, wouldn't you? If it happened, we would still be able to hear about the victims of it, because victims are coming out every day now. But what does Zeus know? What does he know?
There'd be a whole documentary about that.
Sure would've. You
like
think?
They do with TV right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Even look. Even if we still have, we still have victims of atrocities still talking about scenarios like, okay, who's the most favorite intern of all time? You know what I'm talking about. She ain't talked about as much anymore, but there's like, she can't. I don't know how she could still live. Like, I had to get married quick just so I could give her my last name. You know what I mean? Or at least buy me a new last name, because that name is tainted forever. The only way that would work is if somebody was born in 2010 and hired you on the spot, 15 years later for their job interviews, and we're like, I don't know who you are, lady. Because that guy born in 2010 or 2005 isn't going to know who she is. Right? Purple Fire is online.
Yes. As you wish. Yes. As you wish. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
As you wish. Yes.
So you have a switch, McCoy?
As you wish. Yes.
Well, we could do, well, I don't know how we would stream on it. We need a whole new system. Oh, it's exclusive to the Switch?
Oh, the third one?
Apparently.
Yeah.
That's what he's telling me.
Yeah, I've seen it on there.
You know what I would like to play on the Switch would be Gauntlet. Lisa got some Gauntlet games over there.
No.
You don't know your own.
PlayStation got it.
Do they?
Yeah.
You get PlayStation.
I do hate to ruin this happiness, but I failed to mention
That is correct.
now destroy your friends so that I might.
As you wish. I know.
He's saying Gauntlet Legends is over there. I would do some like. See, that's why we gotta play. We would have to play Elder Scrolls, or another one would be. It's called Neverwinter. It's another game that kind of gives me both of those feels, but not quite. Oh.
You know what? No, you ain't.
This long in my domain.
To be